It's your boy Reggin, and today I'm playing Paragon on the PS4. I did play it on 8 hours. I did play it on 8 hours. I did play it for 8 hours on PC like last week. So I have like a good 24 hours into this game now. And I just want to say this game has very high potential of being my Smite replacement. Because Smite pisses me off sometimes, but then again, it's Smite. It's who you play with, and not. It's who you play with, and it's how you play. But enough of Smite. I'm about to hop into this Paragon's potential, because this game is dope, but then again, it got its flaws. So I'm gonna start it off with the tutorial. The tutorial just throws you into a random ass game with bots. You get to I was about to say create your character, but you get to choose your character. But they don't really tell you the point of the game. They don't tell you what is what. They just say, hey, here's these cards, here's these deck of cards, and figure out how to build your own deck by clicking around. Now they can change that simply to either auto buy, because that's what I was expecting when I first hopped in. I was like, oh man, just like how Smite was, give me an auto buy option, let them build the deck for me until I feel comfortable to be able to build it my own self. But they didn't, and I had a trial and error. My first game with real players, I accidentally sold my healing pot, and I believe, yeah, just my healing pot, not my mana pot. So I had to keep on going back. I was like, oh snap, this freaking sucks. This freaking sucks right here. So they need to change that right there. They need to get a better tutorial on how to build a deck, because you're gonna see it right here. I was like, okay, yeah, I got. They don't tell you how to get the orange XP to get cards, and I had to find that out like a day or two before I started playing, because I was watching other people play. So it's a trial and error. Now, since I'm speaking on decks, they need to change the whole card system. Me personally, I would want them to take the whole card system out and put it as a regular store, because that random loot drop to build your own cards doesn't put you on the even playing field. As in, I can't counter build somebody if I don't have the right cards in my deck. So just no random card decks. If you're going to do a random card deck, don't do it as the main cards, do it as the sub cards. That would be so much better and easier for everybody. And I almost got that kill, but the dude ran like a little girl. And if they do keep the card deck, again, if they do keep it, I'd rather them just take it out and just give me a regular store like Smite or Dota or League of Legends. Just give me a regular store. I would love that. But if they do keep the random card decks, don't make the main cards random. Everybody should get the main cards for free. You should be able to get the main cards for free, but the sub cards that you put into the main cards, you can make those random. I can live with that. But having a random cards is so annoying. My second thing that I kind of hate about this game is the class definition. You don't know who's a tank, you don't know who's a fighter, you don't know who's support, you don't know who's what. It's basically a trial and error, because they just got, as a class, they got caster, fighter, and ranger. Now you're probably thinking, well, there goes your classes right there. But in the caster, class, they have support and mage, basically mage damage dealers, your heavy damage dealers, your burst damage dealers. In fighters, they have your warriors and your tanks. I'm like, okay, so which one is better to be a warrior and which one is better to be a tank? And your ranger is basically your DPS. It's simple. They don't have like, oh, this one is better ranger than this one. So they can do a better job with that. And that also ties in with lanes. You got your duo lane, your solo lane, and mid lane. Me personally, I like mid lane. I always like mid lane because I like burst damage. I like people that does burst damage. And you see, I epic fail right there. I just got wrecked. And then this dude right here whooped my ass. This is the second time I died. But nope, I didn't teleport out of this one. I thought I teleported out of this one. But you see, in my guy back there, he didn't alter anything. I don't know if he had his alt, but I hope if he did, that kind of pissed me off. But like I was saying, you can't tell what lane is what unless I could be wrong right here, but I think this is how it goes. Solo lane has the giant next to it. Is the one with the giant. I think that's solo lane. In duo lane is the one with the black buff next to it. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure. I'm like, is that true? If you could tell me, that would be helpful. But on top of that, people don't even call out anything when they're picking their guide. They just pick a guide and go a lane. I'm like, okay. That's helpful right there. That's real helpful. And jungle is like, I've been in a few games where two people picks jungle and just run around jungling. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it doesn't work. But when you got somebody just running around in your lane, like this guy, he's in my lane. I call mid lane. I love always calling mid lane. This guy is in my lane taking my XP. That's why I stole this this ward from him, because he was stealing my XP. And I think I died here too. Yep, I died here too, because I was trying to get the kill. Like, I sucked him into his ult. I don't know why he didn't die. Yep, died here too. But I get that. I think that guy right there that he's about to fight later on in the game. I think I get him and another guy. Their tank. But as I was saying, people just run around with like the chicken with his head cut off, doing whatever they want to do. They don't call nothing. They don't call nothing out. They don't. Hey, yo, I'm over here. I'm gonna go duo lane with this ranger. But then again, Epic needs to put voice commands, because I would think it's real dope that every hero or guide or whatever you want to call these people would have their own voiceovers. Like, so I can hear enemy missing, insert left lane, mid lane, or right lane, or duo lane. Enemy missing left, enemy missing right, or enemy missing be careful. Instead of just I have to read it on the side. I would rather hear it, even if it's just a default voice, like enemy missing left or retreat, because I barely pay attention to the scrolling, because nobody does anything but talk shit to each other and be like, oh, you suck. And that brings me over to the community. The community is no damn help on this. They either just spam you suck, or don't even pay attention to the map. Map awareness is no such thing in this game, because in like 2 minutes you're gonna see me get my 2 kills where my teammates could have helped me, but they didn't. I think you see me about to do it right after this wave. And the last thing I wanted to touch up on was game modes, because right now they only got one game mode, and this is a cool game mode. You know, Conquest is cool and all. Yep, I'm about to go get the 2 kills right now and then get jumped. Well, not jumped, but kill 2 guys and then the 3rd guy finishing me off. But they need more game modes, because they basically throwing people that don't know how to swim into the deep side of the pool. They just throw them in and be like, hey, yo, go for it. Because you know nobody ain't gonna play bots. You know nobody's gonna sit there, oh, I'm gonna sit there and practice and learn how to play this against bots. No, nobody does that. They just jump right into it and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to learn how to play this. And that's what I basically did. But since I played Smite for 2.5 years or 3 years, going on 3 years, I knew what the hell I was getting into when I first played this. And watch this person get this work. I walked out of her thing and she gets this work right here. I'm like, oh, take that. Get my ditty on. But the game modes, let me get back to the game modes. I got sidetracked. The game modes, like arena style game mode, would be dope for this game, where it's not a free for all, but your teammate. Yep, and I seen this guy right here. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to die. I couldn't even throw out my teleport, but you see my 2 teammates right there. They just sat there, kept on getting the tower, I guess. I don't know. They didn't even take the tower, but they just sat there. They didn't help me out at all. That's why I spam, I need help, I need help, I need help. With a voiceover or voice command, that would work so much better, because nobody barely reads that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, arena mode. Sidetrack. I keep on getting sidetracked. But it would be dope for it to have a voice arena. Damn, I got it. But like I was saying, it would be dope with arena. A 5v5 or a 3v5 or 4v4. I mean 3v5, 3v3, 4v4. That would be dope right there. Something like how Smite has. Or they can have a duo mode where just 2v2. Either 1 or 2 lanes. That would be dope right there. 1 or 2 lanes. You can either do 1 lane. I think 1 lane would be dope. More dope than 2 lanes. And have like 1 lane and a jungle all around, something like, again, just like Smite. Smite's Joust, but only 2v2 or 1v1. And another game mode that I think will be dope, like, again, I know I reference Smite a lot, but just because you take stuff from other games doesn't mean, oh, you stealing. No, that means you like what they're doing and you can just improve on it or not. And I should have got this kill right here, but I didn't. He got the kill, and then we won the game. But that would be dope right there. You can steal things from other games, either improve upon it or make it just as good. And I wouldn't mind if they stole some things from Smite. They need to look at Smite and be like, hey, yo, we can take this and put it into our game. Call of Duty does it, and nobody says anything about it. But that's about it. If you want to play with me, you see this. You see the gamer tag, SchoolBoyReggin. Hit the like button. If you can tell me, better explain the lanes to me, hey, yo, that would be dope right there too. But I didn't even think I was going to talk for 15 minutes, and I'm trying to wrap it up now. So